I'm guessing that we got a full room here today because of two words in the title of this presentation. And those two words are content and overwhelm. Does that resonate with anybody in here? Okay. I mean, if you have anything to do with marketing, it has to do with creating content these days, doesn't it? And it just, I mean, the thought of creating all this different kinds of content is very overwhelming. There's basically three challenges that most of us face when faced with having to create content. The first thing is, it just takes so much time, isn't it? Isn't that why we all tend to set it aside? Is because the thought of having to create this content is just so overwhelming, I just don't have time in my day for it. The other thing is that people just don't really know what to write about. It's kind of hard, you know, you want to sit down at a computer and you say, oh, I need to write an article. What the heck do I write about? So I'm going to give you all kinds of great ideas for that today. And then producing engaging content. I don't want you producing content just for the sake of producing content. That doesn't serve any purpose. It needs to be engaging. It needs to be found by the people that are searching for your products and services, so it needs to address very specific topics. So I'm sure you've heard that phrase, content is king, and it's not going away. It really is true that content is king these days. You know, why does that matter so much? Because people are not going to the yellow pages, the physical yellow pages anymore. Where are they going? They're going online and they're researching. It doesn't matter what they're buying. If I want to buy a car, I'm going online, I'm looking at all the different cars. If I want to buy a printer for my business, I go online and I start making my comparisons. What are the features? What are people saying? If I'm going to go to a restaurant, I'm usually looking online. It doesn't matter what we do, no matter what product or service, you usually are going online and doing that research, asking questions. And so this is where your content comes in. You want to be the solution provider to all those questions that people are out there asking. They're going to Google or whatever search engine they use, and they're not even so much typing in a short phrase anymore. They're just asking questions. They're just typing in the questions now. So you want to have content that uses the phrases that they're using when they're doing their research. Now, most people think that content means I have to write articles or I have to write blog posts. And that's a big part of it, but it's not the only type of content that you can create. There's all sorts of different types of content.